Hello friends and welcome to Shadow Gamer. I am once again playing The Roottrees Are Dead. One advantage I have playing this game is I'm currently editing my older recordings of it, which you can watch on the same playlist. And that helped me to pick up a thing or two, just pick up on a clue I might have missed. For example, that Miracle's wife, Miracle the Third's wife is Nicole. I somehow missed that the first time through, but I believe that's going to be in this flyer. Yeah, Miracle the Third and his wife, Nicole. So, let me go in. Let me look for Nicole. Yeah, because I locked in the other Nicole, so it's got to be this Nicole. I still don't have a line on some of these other spouses. I'm curious how we're doing on women. Quaritch, Helen, Edith Jacobson. These two I know are the kids of the doctor. So, the last two times I played, I kind of ran up against a wall near the end of each of them, so I hope that wasn't too boring to just watch me bang my head against the wall trying to figure things out. I did want to look at my evidence. So, according to my intuition counter, I still have things I haven't found from the campaign mailer and from Teen Blast. So, we've got the campaign mailer, which was for Stephanie Jones, and if I remember correctly, in periodicals in Butler County Times. So what we got from that was born Stephanie Landon, so that gave me her father's name and her birth name. So marriage to business owner Brian Jones, so we found out her husband's name. Grew up in a home without a father. So this led me to realize that, where was that tree? Right here. Yeah, so her father, but divorce, and then her mother's partner, who helped raise her. So I've got that locked in. I've got Brian Jones locked in. Distant cousin of the Roottrees, her mother's Caroline, a local artist. Yeah, so I got information on her mother. I want to look, so let's follow up on Brian Jones. There are many advertisements over the years, as well as a small article from 1995 about Jones graphics and print. I remember I did get information from that. About Brian Jones taking over his father's print company. The article. I've been in and out of the shop my whole life. My father taught me everything there is to know. When it comes to getting the job done and getting it done quick, we've been a printing staple of Butler County for years. And even the Butler County Times uses us for their coupon pages a few times a year. Thanks, by the way. Yep. So, or search for us online. I do recall that I did find him online, but I'm just gonna keep following this up, see if I can find what I'm missing from this journal. So, it's Jones Graphic and Print. So, we were looking at this. I think I've searched for this. Got the mailers. I have the tour flyer. Roottrees Motors, I followed up on that. Butler County School District, Butler Summer Theater. Maybe I should look into Holiday Light, Butler County Holiday Light. Some of these I haven't really looked into because they didn't seem relevant, like this one. What if I go back to periodicals? Nothing relevant? Nothing relevant there. Okay, so apparently not enough, or it's just not relevant, but not enough to make a big splash in the Butler County Times. I did follow up on Miracle Network, I'm pretty sure, because I have a tour flyer. Roottrees Motors. Butler County School District. What if we look for Butler County School District? Butler Summer Theater. The Butler Summer Theater theater performs plays and musicals during the summer. Makes sense. As it is not summer currently, their website has a thank you message. Thank you for making our 1998 season such a success. Stay tuned for announcements about performances in 1999. The website lists the credits of a musical, which seems to be the final show they performed last season. There's a cast list, but none of the names seem relevant. Below the cast list, the crew, and two things stand out. Posters and additional set design elements by Jones Graphic and Print, okay, and choreography by November Studios. We do have a November Roottree. A local dance school. They advertise for ballet and jazz classes. There is hardly any other information available. Yep. That has to be important. So I had locked in, based on a comment by Lauren about the kids, that November Roottrees is probably a dancer, and that seems right, but what about a choreographer? Yeah, so we'll just go dancer. Dancer seems to cover it. So I think that's confirmation of that. So that's probably, since I'm following up on that, it's probably what's the missing piece from the campaign mailer. Let's go back to Teen Blast then and see if I can find something else here. One important thing I learned from an early age is that dreams are not outside of our grasp. So I've read through this interview with Raina, who's one of the original Roottrees sisters that we started this game on. I've read through this. It gave us information about her grandfather and her mom, but I've already got all that locked in. But it also mentions TMS and Brother Trouble. So I know I've gone through this, but Teen Blast, TMS. Yep. Is TMS dating a Roottrees? I've read through this. This doesn't have relevant information. One of the creators, Brother Trouble Ron, married Penelope. Ron is a distant relative of the Roottrees sisters. I mean, I've locked all that in. I've used it to find his wife, who's on this Brother Trouble show. Huh. What was the one that wasn't TMS? No, that was in my actual evidence. TMS and Brother Trouble. Yeah, no, so Brother Trouble. Yep. And I've searched for Ronald Roottries. So TMS seems to be leading to Ronald Roottries and the information there, his wife. And a search doesn't pull anything up, and Robert Roottries doesn't pull up anything either. Huh. Penelope, I've locked that in. Is it as silly as I should be searching for Ron and not Ronald? Ron Roottries is a small-screen director and head of RR Productions. He directed episodes of a few other shows before showrunning and creating a one-season hit, Brother Trouble. So, that doesn't give me anything new, though. What about his brother, RR? Is that referencing Ronald Roottries? Is that referencing his brother? His brother is Robert Roottries. What if I were to look at that photo again? There's nothing like this indicated he went to film school. That's why I knew he was in the film industry. There's nothing really indicating the same for his brother. But RR Studios, is that just his initials or is that his brother? I wonder if we're doing the same. Are we shortening that? Nothing? Huh. Any other variations of their name? I'm just throwing stuff at the wall right now. That worked. I don't know how I was supposed to discover that naturally. Was there something about Brother Trouble? Or RR Studios? Brother Trouble canceled? Nope. So I don't know how I was supposed to get to Robbie Roottrees naturally. There's not much relevant information about Robbie Roottrees. In a comment thread on the message board about television cliches, you find a thread called "Why Was Brother Trouble Cancelled?" One user speculates, "I think it's because the writing went downhill in season 2. They actually had an episode where Roxy was addicted to sniffing markers." Classic, like 90s sitcoms where you substitute something for a drug storyline, where you want to do a drug storyline, but you can't because of censors, so you substitute in something fairly harmless. Another person replied, "Maybe it's due to the rumor about Robbie Roottrees in Silver Screen magazine. There's a link to some kind of article, but it appears dead." Let's spell it correctly. Yes, I probably did mean Silver Screen magazine. Thank you. I didn't realize search engines had that functionality in the 90s, but we'll take it. New periodical added. Awesome. Silver Screen magazine was a Hollywood insiders magazine focusing less on actors and actresses and more on the nitty-gritty of writing, directing, costuming, set design, film promotion, and other elements of filmmaking. It ran from 1983 to 1993. It was bought by a bigger, more recognizable magazine a few years ago, and the website now redirects to the new magazine. The new magazine doesn't appear to have any relevance to your case. So Silver Screen magazine. Robbie Roottrees. A small rumors article from 1992 claims that self-taught television screenwriter Robbie Roottrees was allegedly tried and convicted under the name Robert in a French court of law. It seems he, again allegedly, embezzled from the company RR Productions to fuel a gambling habit that left him hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. He then fled to Paris, where he grew up, and then Silver Screen continues to insist this is all very much allegedly, assaulted an officer who came to question him. The article's author says they were unable to get a statement from French authorities, but received information from an anonymous source and were able to confirm through public record that there was a trial involving a Robert Roottrees around the time Brother Trouble was canceled. Television screenwriter, so that's important. That is his screenwriter. So we've got that locked in. We've got his face locked in. I've got some spouses I haven't figured out yet. Figured out, not locked in. I'm looking at if there's any extra pictures I haven't locked in yet. It looks like I may have locked in all of the extra pictures options. So does that mean I found all the pictures? Probably. But I'm missing some 2 spouses for our Roottrees. On our evidence, I'm still seeing 1 and 1, but I'm wondering if that'll lock in once I've actually locked the names in. So, this I haven't figured out yet. My dad is the best dad in the entire world, and he'll treat your children like he would me, my big brother, or my sister. I'm gonna go with a bit of a leap in logic here, but I hope it pans out. If he's still treating them, they're still kids. So this is a high school graduation. And basically, these two have to be younger, so he's the older brother. And this was from 2 years ago. Older brother, sister than him, so it's a stretch, but I've been thinking about this in between. I'm hoping that's what it is. Otherwise, it feels like I might just be flipping them back and forth. So these are the Wilsons. So if he graduated, is he a college student now? And she could be a college student or still in high school. Student, K through 12. That was it. Oh, I hope there wasn't a more logical way to get there and I wasn't just throwing things at the wall. Okay. Top secret.
You, my genealogy genie. If you're reading this, it means you've locked in 49 blood relatives. Congratulations! I knew you could do it. There are 2 more entries on the family tree I'd like you to consider. These last 2 are optional. You can summon me whenever you wish. However, this will end your search and reveal the truth. So make sure you're ready.
All right. I did think I had some leads on those. Who is EC? Actually, I think I know who the spouse is, because I was actually working on this, final 2 names. So I think John Miller, and EC has to be an Edward Clancy, I think, rather than Clancy Edward. Who is EC? I have 2 spouses that aren't locked, 3 spouses that aren't locked in yet. Alright, so let me see what I can find out about. I feel like I've heard the name Quaritch before. Quaritch? Alright, I shouldn't worry about spouses because I'm trying to finish this game. But I want to go to RR. I'm guessing that was Ronald Roottrees against his brother for embezzling. Yeah, it must be. And so that doesn't lead me there. So, I had John Miller and Edward Clancy. So we're gonna give this a shot. We're gonna search every resource we have. Alright, so I was just following up on Bess Williams' Family Man, old book about Elias Roottrees. There's no downloadable version because the book is impossible to find these days. About Elias Roottrees, you essentially find a propaganda site about him created by the Roottrees Candy Company. At the top, there's a picture of him and his wife, Gwyneth. This picture has been added to your evidence. There's also a biography section that has some additional information. What was his wife Gwyneth's last name? Anderson. Alright, I'm not finding any confirmation, and I know I haven't tried that hard, but there's a note that Lauren Roottrees got some certified mail for Edward Clancy, and she thought it was for her father, Clancy Edward, so it was to a Roottrees, so this is Edward Clancy Roottrees, and this is his partner, John Miller. We know they were partners because of the confirmed bachelor. Do I need to type them in this format? I just want to verify it was in the updated, it was in the updated diary. Where's the updated one? Yep, names. Edward Clancy Roottrees. I'm also curious about those 3 spouses I haven't locked in. Do I want to try and finish them? So who are my options here? Helen Lennon, April Quaritch. I swear I saw something about a Quaritch at one point, but I don't remember in the context of what. What did I hear about the Quaritch? Maybe I need to go back and edit my previous videos, because that's how I kind of found that one spouse. Presidents? Clark? Chris? Yeah, so we're just, okay, I'm gonna see if I can find anything at all by searching. First off, let me are my names? Helen Lennon. Let's try Helen Lennon. Did I spell it correctly? Helen Lennon. Yes, I did spell it correctly. So I'm just gonna copy that. I guess I can't. Helen Lennon. Okay, so I can't unless I have a book to search. What about in periodicals? I wish I could remember where I had seen that Quaritch name before. Who's my other one? So all my intuition is locked in, so it's not going to give me hints towards where to look for it's not going to give me hints for where to look for these spouses. So what am I wanting to look at? Not Business Watch, Butler County Times, Miracle, Business Watch. The Miracle Network. Yeah, let's check the Miracle Network. Miracle Network, a production company run by the Miracle Roottrees estate. What about the Miracle Roottrees estate? Will that give me something different? Nothing relevant. It's quite bare bones. This doesn't give me anything about their spouses. They aren't going to be in Team Blast or Silver Screen. Yep, nothing. I guess, Quaritch. Where did I find Quaritch? Jacobson. Quaritch, Jacobson. Any hints at all? These have to be correct. What about my evidence? What if I This is about Sam. This is about names. I'm not seeing... Yeah, so this is my hint about EC. So I'm not seeing anything about Quaritch. What about in the original diary? The original diary. Yep. Sorry, I'm not doing very well with the commentary right now. I'm just trying to figure out if I missed something about some of these spouses. EC and John. So it's funny because I could, if I had a picture of this spouse, I could do, or actually all three of them, I could make a choice or an elimination based on race. Because we know Edward Roottrees married someone he wouldn't have legally been able to marry south of Pennsylvania, and we know his father, who's an effing racist, wasn't happy about that. So we could make an assumption based on the race of the spouse if we had a picture of her. Yeah. Where did I hear about Quaritch? Cole Smith, Roottrees, Miracle the Third. I think I'm not going to be able to find it, but at least I locked in all the main names. I have a fairly strong assumption about these two. Am I supposed to find a portrait? Do I have a portrait I haven't locked in? Ooh. Well, that's fascinating. Evidence? Anything with the portrait. Lauren never met EC, so anything... This is him. No. That's just, Do I have a portrait that's not locked? Those are both locked. Locked. Cherry tree. This is what gave me the clue to his mother. I had to unscramble those, but when I did, I got... Okay, so those are locked. She's locked. She's locked. These aren't gonna be them, but I'm just going through everything. Sorry if this is boring to watch. Locked in. Did I miss someone? Those are locked. I don't know what I'm missing, and I know this is supposed to be hard. I don't want to feel like I failed this game. I did wind up finding all of the main Roottrees. And you know, if I was playing this on my own, I'd be happy to just go through this item by item, piece by piece, try to figure out if I'm missing something. But okay, he's locked. These are all locked. Those are all locked. There we go. That is beautiful. That is beautiful, but that has to be it. Yep. There he is. What do we have on this? Glad I went through. Alright, let's lock that picture in. That is really well hidden. There he is. Edward Clancy Roottree, there you are. I am confident I am correct on these two guesses. I just hope I don't have to put it in this format. That's the format of all the names though, so Miller, John, Roottrie, Edward Clancy. Make sure I spelled that correct. I hope I typed those in. I'll be annoyed if the game gives it to me wrong because I put the formatting wrong. I hope it would warn me that the formatting needs to be correct, but it's an independent game, so maybe they didn't think about that. Do I want to get the spouses? I think the spouses are a lost cause. I could spend hours coming through the evidence to try and find those. I'm gonna consider the spouse as a lost cause. I'm ready. Let's confirm. But first, number of optional entries left for next time, 3. I doubt there'll be a next time on the channel.
So, you thought EC was Edward Clancy Roottree, and his partner was John Miller? That's exactly what I needed to hear. I'm Sam Madsen, though you know me as Samantha Roottrie. Yup, I got old. The only picture you have of me is from 40 years ago. My book tells the truth about Elias, the 5 pieces, and my parents. Not my biological parents, Elias Jr. and Patsy. My fathers, Edward Clancy Roottree and John Miller. By now, you've either read Lauren's diaries, or you're just an incredible guesser. Lauren was right. I hated the 5 pieces. She just didn't know my full reasoning.
But even so, she seems to blame more than just the 2 of them. She has no problems with us next-gens, but she has a palpable hatred for the 5 pieces and Elias and Gwyneth.
My father, Edward Clancy, was a great man. But his identical twin Clancy and his father, Elias, were not.
Yep, okay.
At age 16, my father was caught kissing a farmhand.
Yep, I did pick up on the confirmed bachelor.
Back then, they wouldn't even acknowledge gay people existed. Having one in the family was unthinkable.
I did pick up on that.
Same year, I was born. A bastard granddaughter. 2 stains on Elias's perfect family. He decided to fix both. They tried to erase Edward Clancy. They even removed his 5 pieces flavor. His name was deemed a dirty word. He became EC.
Yep. Oh, okay, yep. Did I find this one? I think I must have. Yep.
We were sent to the farm, and the 5 pieces did their best to keep the next generation away, to isolate me from family, but Elias couldn't erase us from existence. Laura never realized I was the little girl from her diary.
And that makes sense, because I was like, your pop is my dad. Well, they were identical twins.
Who could blame me for being so confused that day? Her father was an exact copy of mine, except without the beard. And while the 5 pieces celebrated a new factory, farmhands did the real work. It's a fluke there's a picture of my father at all, but there he is in the background. The 6th 5 piece.
Yep.
Patsy returned, and things got complicated for Elias. She fought for my freedom, from a life she deemed unworthy.
I don't think I found this one. Yeah, I must have missed this book. How awful it is that such beauty was ripped from its rightful fate, and worse, sent to live in possession of your brother's twisted twin, an outcast forced to live a life of labor under a wicked relative. Patricia Christensen, Steamy Correspondence by Tina Angelina. I somehow missed out on that one.
Elias relented, so long as I never learned the truth or receive inheritance. They knew I'd help my father. At Elias's will reading, I learned part of the truth. The rest I learned at home. I began to hate the 5 pieces. My father made me stay silent. He was worried history would repeat, and that his grandchildren would become outcasts. His fears weren't unfounded. As you know, my son Ernie died a few years ago. He had trained to take over as president.
Yep.
But due to family politics, or perhaps hubris, it went to Guy, a real Roottrie. He nearly ruined the company.
Yep.
When Ernie took over, he saved the operation. Over 13 years, he made the family billions. Ernie earned about $36.
Yep.
They got by on Debbie's salary, but when he fell ill, he couldn't pay his medical bills. His death was my tipping point. Originally, my book was meant to expose Elias's hypocrisy. Until I started to look into the other dirty laundry.
Yep.
Ron tried to have Robbie removed from the trust, but couldn't. Robbie was a blood relative, even out of wedlock.
Yep, I did pick up on that.
That sounded familiar. The Clancid Trust that Elias established was designed to secure his family's future. His entire family's future. He couldn't write exceptions in without the whole thing falling apart.
Yep.
My book can definitively prove that Elias was not and that my daughter and granddaughters are just as much family, at least in the eyes of the Trust, as anyone else.
Yep.
The Clancid Trust will secure their future. They can decide what to do with their shares. But I'm old, and I'm not in it for the money. The truth has been eating away at me for years, but now I can set the record straight, thanks to you. As someone who enjoys searching for the truth, you might understand the power it has. Whitewashing the past to protect the status quo can lead to repercussions in the present and future. So thank you. You knocked it out of the park. With your expert work, the truth will come to light. And when it does, my share of the Clancid Trust is yours. Like I said at the beginning, set for life.
It's a solid payment.
Looking at the family tree on your wall, now with my father's, everything finally feels complete.
Yeah, except for the...
Unless a whole lot more Roottrees somehow appear from thin air. This is the last time I'll come knocking. Thanks again, and so long.
Yep, family tree complete except 3 spouses. Thanks to your hard work, Sam Madsen's book was published. It received mixed reviews. Life went on, and a new president took over the company. The Roottrees family faded from the news cycle. And then everything changed. There's another mystery to solve. Roottrees Mania is now unlocked as a new game. I'm a secret Roottrees. So, a new mystery to solve? I might do that depending on how well these videos do. Or I might just play it for my own benefit. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.